Hello game devs, in this tutorial we are going to create a rewind system together. With this system you can make something like this. So if you want to know how to create this system, you just need to watch this tutorial. Let's jump into Unity and first we create a script. At the beginning of our code I want to define an array to store location, rotation, and some stuff like this. And then when we have this array or maybe list, we can travel in the time. For example, if we know some object were at position, for example A, and now it is in the B, and we can move it from B to A, and then the time is rewinding, and then we can say we traveled in the time. So at the first I want to create a struct, and I call this position. But in this struct of positions I want to store a position and also rotation. Then we need a list of these positions called points, and we have to import this here. Okay, everything is fine now. I need an awake function to do some configuration. I want to set a value to my points, and also we need an private boolean value to know that we are in the recording mode or in playing mode. I call this is recording. Then in our update function, if is recording, and we have to define a position equal to new position, and p dot position is equal to game object dot position dot transform dot position, and p dot rotation is equal to game object dot transform dot position dot rotation. But here our rotation is a vector tree, and this is an Cartesian. So we just have to add this here, and then it will be okay. And also we can raise this. Okay, everything is okay now. So let's continue. We have to add these points to our points, and else our game object and transform dot position should be the last value in our list. So points, the last value dot position, and transform dot rotation is equal to Cartesian, and then we copy this here and rotation. And I want to here set it public for just test. And now let's see what we did. Here I want to create a cube. I put it in the center. Then I want to do this to my cube, and then I want to uh, give this cube our script that we created. Okay, here, and when we move our game object, and then when we play this, nothing happens. Why? Because we forgot to delete the last value of our list. So our points dot remove Okay, now test it out. It's our cube. We move it, and then as you see, it's moved. But here we have a problem because sometime in our code our list may be empty and we can't remove something from our list. So we say if points dot count is greater than 0, then we can erase them. So here we can move our game object, and when we play this, it will move back. And I want to show it again. For example, I go down, and when we play it, it will go up. We also can do some optimization into our script. For example, we don't have to record every frame. We can just record some frames. For example, here we can define a float value called frame rate, and then we need a private float value called timer. Then here our timer plus equal to time dot delta time. Then we know how much time we passed from the last frame, and then we can calculate the time. So we can say if timer is greater than 1 divided to frame rate, then you can update our list. And also this data structure here isn't for this work, and it's better to use a stack. So I use a stack, and instead of add we push, and we can just remove this and this and this, and we have to put all of them here. And here we say points dot peak dot position, and here points dot pop dot rotation. So here we just get the value, but here we get and remove the value. Okay, our frame rate can't be 0. Sample 100. We are recording, and now it's back. Let's see it again. And now it's back. Okay, we can add some more optimization here. For example, if our game object isn't moving, uh, so we don't need to update our points. Here we can check if the distance between our current position and our last position is greater than 0.1, and also we can do it with our rotation, because our rotation is also a vector tree, so we can do this to that, because if the distance between them is 0, so it didn't have any rotation, so we can just use this distance function in our rotation. But in this peak function, we may have a problem, because at the beginning of our recording our stack is empty. So here, before this condition, we have to put them in this order: our stack, our points stack, is empty, or count is equal to 0, then here when our if segment see this condition, and if it is true, the if segment won't compile this part of our code, and we won't have any runtime error in our game. And then don't forget to set timer to 0, and then it have to be or, not and, because if one of them is changed, our game object had a move, and so we have to update this. Here we have to add a recording. Okay, so let's see what we did. Okay, we move it like this, and we stop it here, and here we don't have any move, and when we play it, it move instantly. It mean that point didn't record it. Okay, now everything is really cool. Our game object is in the first position, so I want to do a fun job here. I want to add Rigidbody to this game object, and copy some more cubes. Okay, let's test it. Our game object false, and then everyone back. But we have to disable our Rigidbody when they are going back. So here in our update, we can say if game object, if get if get component Rigidbody wasn't equal to null, I want this Rigidbody to be static. So that is kinematic have to be true. But when we are playing, and here we have to put it false. Let's test it again. That explosion, and here, and let's back them in the time, and everything is really cool now. Okay, it's enough for this tutorial. I just wanted to show you how to create a simple rewind system to your game. You can optimize it more for yourself. You can add some more features to it, but in this tutorial I wanted to show you the main algorithm that this system needs to use, and now you know it, and you can create your own rewind system, and do what stuff that you want to do, and add anything you want. It's enough for this tutorial. I hope you see you in the next video, and goodbye.